We'll see as Vince Carter and his guys get set to go against the Cavaliers here in downtown Toronto.
Well, the important thing for this Toronto franchise is they are closing in their first ever playoff appearance. They get into their offense a lot quicker, a little better ball movement as he spreads the ball around. Of course, he looks like he's looking for a shot so far in this one and finding the bottom on a couple of them. Nobody to get up and challenge his shot, but you can see Toronto, and I've seen quite a bit of them lately, Michael. Their defense was very poor during that losing stretch. They are playing much better defense in terms of being more aggressive.
Antonio Davis just worked the reverse. Davis and Oakley about not being involved in the offense. And when you're a head coach, as Vince Carter comes up firing and knocking down the jumper, how do you approach that? Because, you know, Vince Carter will launch the triple that goes. 39% is Vince Carter from three-point land this year. So shooting it very well. The ball rotation is pretty for Toronto. Charles Oakley's got an offensive board off the McGrady miss. Carter wanted to dump down. Lamont Murray got a piece. Oh, Vince Carter with the high wire circus on that throwdown off the Davis miss.
Well, that's where he can do some damage. Not only scoring points for his team, getting high percentage shots, but you see how the crowd reacts when he gets himself above the rim.
Muggsy Bogues on the push-out. Carter will go down deep to his cousin Tracy McGrady, who fills up that jump hook.
You know, with all the talk about Vince Carter of late, it's actually been
at the offensive end as he flies to the hoop.
Well, you see what he can do when he doesn't just stand outside. When he moves himself around the basket, he is lethal. Being injured.
Brevin Knight on the floor for the Cavaliers, and Brevin will get the roll on his jumper from inside the free throw stripe. So Brevin, who averages 9.5 points and 7 assists on the year, and that's Vince Carter at his electrifying best as he just turned the corner and crushed it.
And turns the crowd on. Defensively, you want to keep him in front of you. The Raptors not playing with a point guard at all right now. It's Carter, McGrady, and Curry. Neither one really a natural ball handler, playmaker, get your team into the offense type of guy. Although that wasn't bad.
Well, that's a beautiful look to Tracy McGrady, who sent it down hard.
Well, the Cavaliers should be asserting
a couple of them in spectacular fashion on the turn of the corner and this major league flush. 12 minutes in the books. Toronto by 4, 32-28 on Fox Sports Net.
Brevin Knight really making a pest of himself defensively, which is good. And as long as he can do that without getting burned by his original assignment, Muggsy Bogues, that can help. Whoa.
Now, you just don't see it every day, even in this league. Vince Carter, absolutely sensational. High above the rack. Andrew DeClerc tried to force it on Kevin Willis. Toronto basketball.
I have a feeling we're going to see that play again, Michael. Well, with just a couple of seconds left on the shot clock, you always got to be concerned about that lob in the lane. No body on Vince Carter, and just throw it in the air, and he'll do the rest.
Enormous extension from Carter. Del Curry, too strong on that deep jumper, but Andrew DeClerc will get whistled for the Cavalier personal foul. And we'll get our first time out here in the second quarter, and for the second time tonight, the midair poetry of Vince Carter. Toronto by 3 when we come back. So is Charles Oakley, who picked up 2 early fouls. This is D. Brown, another veteran on this club. Skip pass from Carter to McGrady. Well, McGrady will just hang there and bounce his way to the hole.
Well, the Raptors have been doing a good job when they do draw.
Shawn Kemp being fronted by Tracy McGrady. Kemp trying to save into the hands of Willis. Run out for Vince Carter. D. Brown to triple. Got it.
I was thinking to myself, now Vince Carter is able to catch the ball there and then tomahawk it through, then I will have seen everything.
Cavaliers need a timeout. This has been spurred on by, well, not necessarily Vince Carter, but Tracy McGrady. And I hope my partner Matt Dukas will give me that. He plays like he's 6'10".
I'll give it to you, partner.
That long and lively. Toronto is up the lead to 13. My partner was ready to get up and leave if Vince Carter was going to take this tomahawk, turn his body, and throw it down.
That's something he'll try in the dunk contest next year. Like a 180-degree turn, but Vince Carter not trying to do too much with that. Made the nice play. Could have caught it, come down and try to dunk it in himself, but made the pass out to the good three-point shooter. Physical fouls that Sean Kemp is picking up. We saw him foul Charles Oakley on a three-point attempt, and here a reach in on Carter, but
Lamont had it slapped away momentarily, and then McGrady ripped it. Well, the Cavaliers not at all decisive in what they want to get into, and McGrady down to a minute 20 left in this first half. Well, Vince Carter picked up that loose change and threw it down from in tight.
Well, you got to keep a body on Vince. We've seen it a couple of times actually after the whistle. He throws the ball up the rim and hits the floor, I mean barely, momentarily, and he is up in the air again very, very quickly, explosively, and usually is going to do something entertaining.
No question.
Even after the whistle,
sure.
Even if it doesn't count.
Oh, that's a mindset. This crowd up here, they'll ooh and ah.
Handled himself on the floor in the locker room at practice. That meant very easy. But also in Orlando with expansion teams, not very good teams, Carter's got it going from the outside to start the third quarter.
It almost belied him being a rookie because at times he got anything he wanted.
Now, I'm a little surprised. I don't know if it's the so-called hitting the wall. Now, those kind of plays you can't give up. They are high percentage, and they are demoralizing. The slam dunk by Anthony.
Found a slashing Andre Miller, but he could not find the rim. Muggsy Bogues will go upstairs. Electrifying send-in from Vince Carter.
Tough break at the other end for the Cavaliers. Ball went inside the Kemp. Nice slashing move by Miller. Unable to finish the play, and that's what happens when you miss those golden opportunities as Bogues and Carter teamed up on a beauty.
Lamont Murray trying to take Charles Oakley. Got to the hoop and is going to get to the line. As Murray took a hit.
Well, Muggsy Bogues had this one eyeballed all the way up there. Knew where he had Vince Carter coming in on the right side. And as a passer, even a little guy like Muggsy Bogues, who's an excellent passer on the fast break, he knows he doesn't have to make a perfect one, although that was right there. Because a guy like Vince Carter can get it so high in the air, stays up so long, has good, big, strong hands, and can finish off so well.
Andre Miller got to the dotted line. Rejected by McGrady. Carter will find Bogues on the solo to the hole. Oh, Tracy McGrady dominant at the defensive end as well.
It doesn't get any prettier than that. The outstanding defensive play by Tracy McGrady. Carter with the excellent feed to Muggsy Bogues.
On 23 of his last 46 from home run range. That's 50%.
Yeah. And he's 5 for 7. I just mentioned that he's looking to shoot it every time. It's not that he's taking that many shots. He's not getting the ball that much, but when he gets it, he's looking to score.
Vince Carter stroking it over the top of Lamont.
The Raptors have been on the perimeter the last couple of minutes, taking those jump shots, and just when they're not going down, good things can happen for the opposition, the Cavaliers in this case.
Muggsy Bogues, face-up jumper that's right there.
Well, Muggsy Bogues is knocking down the outside shot, getting, once again, the victimized Charles Oakley, again defensively.
Mismatch now. Carter's going to lift and rattle it home. 22 for Vince Carter.
As the Cleveland Cavaliers and Brevin Knight in particular are picking them apart.
Charles Oakley on the handle up top. Shot clock at 6. Vince Carter's got a quick trigger and fill it.
That's amazing. He took a long jump shot over here on the left side, looked terrible leaving his hand, and now goes over to the right side where he's much more comfortable and knocks down 2 tough jumpers.
I think a lot of people have forgotten already that he was actually drafted by the Golden State Warriors, and his former college teammate Antoine Jamison was selected by Toronto, and then the 2 clubs swapped the picks. Or Carter might be elevating out in the Bay Area.
The savior there for Toronto.
Carter wants it, fighting Cedric Henderson. D. Brown to trigger the triple. Rattled. Carter on the offensive glass with a putback that goes. Now there's the 11 rebounds now. He's only an assist away from the triple-double. Inside 2, the Toronto lead still appears healthy at 9. Vince Carter to the hoop. Vince Carter, a sensational evening. Timeout, Cavaliers. 31 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists for Vince Carter. Toronto's lead is 11, Matty, as we look what they come to in the half court.
Well, every time Bob Sora has gotten switched on to Vince Carter, it has been a problem. Vince is too big and too strong for Bobby. He heard him a couple of minutes ago in an offensive rebound situation.
Henderson with 10 of his 11 in the fourth quarter. The lead is 7. Del Curry's got a catch and gun and ring it up.
Danny Ferry getting caught with the smaller Del Curry, just unable to recover on the quick escape dribble by Del Curry, as the Cavaliers going out and pressuring and trapping, trying to scramble the defense a little bit.
Toronto's lead is 9. Vince Carter, he has been a key factor all night long, obviously, for Toronto.
Well, his teammates and his coaches have asked him to do a little bit more. I don't know how much more he can do. You know he's always going to be able to score. He's strong around the board so he can rebound, but how about the 10 assists? That is finding your teammates. With Bob Sora, he took the worst of it.
Well, Vince Carter, quite fittingly, with the step through, and that's it. Cavaliers fall to a triple-double from Vince Carter. So for Matt Gukas, I'm Michael Rugg. I hope you enjoyed it tonight as Toronto beats the Cleveland Cavaliers, a final 112-103. Cavaliers fall to now 9-30 on the road. Cavaliers of the Charlotte Hornets next Tuesday, the final home game of the gun. Stay tuned. Fox Sports News is coming up next. Hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Till next Tuesday, so long.